G'day legends, I hope you're all amazing. Today I'm checking out a pretty legendary pedal, the Analog Man King of Tone. This particular version has 4 jacks on the back, so you can use it as 2 separate circuits. It's got a little 3-way toggle on the front to switch between the different modes on here. It's also got a custom finish as well. This pedal belongs to a buddy of mine, Murray, who loaned me not only this, but a whole box of pedals, including some amazing Analog Man stuff. So you're going to see and hear a bunch of those over the next weeks and months. But I figured I should probably start with this pedal because probably heard about it. You know, there is a very long waiting list that you have to get on to order one of these, and they do sell for very inflated prices. I would recommend going and checking out the Analog Man website, mostly for the kind of like early 2000s website nostalgia that's going on there. But if you want to learn more information about it, no better person to learn about this pedal from the man himself, Analog Mike. I'm just going to dive in with a Strat and a deluxe reverb and see how it works for me. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. I'm playing a Fender Buddy Guy Strat with gold lace sensors in all the different positions. I'm mostly going to be living on the neck pickup to start anyway. Hitting the King of Tone, that's going into a Fender Deluxe Reverb reissue on the normal channel. Bass is at 2, treble is at 6, and the overall volume is at 5. That is hitting a Fractal X load and then a York Audio Deluxe Reverb IR. This is the starting point. You know, Fender into Fender kind of sounds the way you expect it to sound. I'm going to start off with the red side or the right side over here because this particular build of the pedal has a 3-way switch to select between the 3 different gain modes. I'm going to start with the gain at noon and the level and tone control at around 9 o'clock. I will sweep them. I said 9 o'clock, I meant 3 o'clock. I can tell the time. I will sweep through them, but I just want you to first hear the difference between the OD, clean boost, and distortion modes on here. So with the switch all the way up, I think that's OD, then it goes to clean boost, then it goes to distortion. Let's just have a listen to see if there's much of a discernible difference at these settings. Very interesting on there. You can hear it's so subtle on the toggle switch. I think I was kind of struggling there to really pick anything out between, say, the distortion and overdrive mode, aside from like a little bit of extra compression. It was more a feel thing on the guitar. But the clean boost definitely has, I guess, kind of less filtering going on or something like that. It really sounds like it's pushing the amp a lot more and getting more of that low-end thud out of the deluxe reverb. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, the bottom mode, the distortion, probably my least favorite out of them. I think the overdrive mode, you know, that just sounds American to me. There's no other way to put it. Like that, maybe with a little less gain on there. It's kind of got that swampy thing. I always kind of think of like the late 60s, early 70s, that Americana thing, whether it's like Credence to you or whether it's, I don't know, anything else from that era. But let's hear that again. I'll sweep the tone control and to show you the range in there, because I find basically with this setup, even on the bridge pickup, it's like 3 o'clock onward where the tone control sounds really usable. For me, anyway. cleans up really nicely on the Strat at least anyway. So let's hear the two sides. I've got the right side set for clean boost, which with the deluxe is just giving me more of what I already like. And then the left side is just set up for the kind of high gain mode. So the knobs are roughly the same, are they? No, they're not. The level is way off. Let's do that. You can hear I'm going for less of a subtle thing. We'll try some more subtle tones in just a bit, but we'll hear the right side and then the left side. And of course, stacked together, it's pretty glorious. There is a lot of gain available. Let's hear it with a Les Paul now. I'll just let you hear the same settings again. it with the Strat, wasn't super crazy about it on the Les Paul, so I've switched over to the Synergy 800 module, Syn 5050 power amp, same Fractal X load, but I'm using my go-to LT TV Mix 7 Greenback IR, which you can grab for free in the video description. Let's see if we can set this up as kind of a spicy boost. So I'll leave it on clean boost mode over on the right side. I'm actually just going to set both sides exactly the same over here. Level all the way up. We'll do drive around, what is that, 10, 11 o'clock. Let's have a listen to what we get. That was kind of interesting with the 800 and the Les Paul, because I could set up the left side with the tone cranked up and the gain quite low as the typical sort of boost I would use before a Marshall to just make it sound a bit more aggressive, give it some more snarl, but still maintain that percussive thing that I love about it. Then I had the right side with the gain all the way up and the tone down for a kind of singing, thick lead tone. That was cool. Really, really cool with the Synergy 800 module. To try my Boogie Mark 4 now. Let's start in drop C on the PRS and all the gain, same settings. It doesn't quite go to ridiculous fuzz levels on there with the Mark IV. You know, like a lot of the time with these kind of things, you don't really need a boost in front of a Mark IV. It's got its own character going on. But if I was going to use this pedal with it, I would definitely have the tone control all the way up and the level most of the way up, basically the right side settings over here on the OD mode. I like that a bit better than the clean boost mode to just add a bit of that kind of doomy filth character on there. With the Strat, absolute A+. Love the King of Tone with the deluxe reverb. That is such a thing. Like I said earlier, it sounds American, and the fact that you've got 2 drives in one that you can stack, in this case with the 4 jacks, you can use them as separate circuits if you've got a switcher. The different gain modes on each of the channels that you can kind of tune to your own guitar. You know, it's a classic for a reason with that kind of setup. With a Les Paul and a deluxe reverb, I don't think I really love the underlying tone in there, so it was a little bit of the King of Tone was trying to have to make up for a lot of that. But with the 800 module, the Synergy setup that you heard there, I liked it as a boost. I liked it as much as a Tube Screamer or an SD1 in front of a Marshall style circuit. It does the job really nicely. In that setup, I think the way I would use it is have one side set up to just add extra push to the amp, make it sound meaner, maintain that percussive, clicky thing you get out of Marshalls when playing rhythm guitar with humbuckers, and the other side with the tone down, gain all the way up for that kind of singing Gary Moore style thing on there. So you're almost turning your kind of single channel Marshall style tone into a 3-channel amp. You got like a boost and then an alternative lead channel. In front of super high gain, you know, it was no worse than some of the other options that I have tried out there. I always try to do that just so I can hear what it adds. And because it does kind of live in that not insane range of gain, it just kind of made the Mark less a Mark, in my opinion. Just added more gain for the sake of more gain. There was already so much gain in there. So yeah, they're my kind of thoughts with the King of Tone in there. I can see why this has such a long wait list, and if you're a blues player or a roots player, you're playing a Fender amp with single coils, you know, this is where the party is at. If you've already got a Tube Screamer and you just kind of want one drive, maybe the Prince of Tone or the MXR Duke of Tone or one of the other knockoffs of this pedal out there are worth checking out. For what it does, it's pretty amazing that it actually, I think, has its own character in there. And there's a reason there's so many clones out there. It was pretty fun. I think I might actually just go back to the Strat and the deluxe reverb again, plug that in and play you out over some blues. Let me know your thoughts on the King of Tone. Do you own one? Are you on the wait list? Is this a desert island pedal for you? Or do you think it's maybe kind of overrated? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Again, thank you to Murray for letting me check out this pedal. They loaned me a bunch of other fun stuff, including some more Analog Man stuff that I cannot wait to show here on the channel. Have a great day, and until next time, be excellent.